m'en fous, moi je suis du côté où c'est fermé.
Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, endless ocean. The waves crash, the current is fierce, and ahead of you is an impossible distance. Most people would turn away. But not this boy. He didn't just dive in, he swam straight toward the impossible. He wasn't the strongest. He wasn't the tallest. He wasn't born with some superhuman ability that made him destined for greatness. What he had was something far rarer, an unshakable belief that he could do what no one else had ever done before. Hello and welcome. My name is Bert. I am your story traveler. Our story today takes us through the journey that one man faced and challenges he overcame before becoming one of the most decorated Olympians of all time. The early ripples of a champion. He was just 7 years old when he first dipped his toes into the world of swimming. At first, it wasn't passion that drew him to the pool, it was necessity. He was a ball of restless energy and he has a disorder. At the early age of 9, he was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD. Sitting still in a classroom felt impossible. His mind would race, his focus would drift. But in the water, he found stillness. Swimming became his escape, his therapy, his everything. By age 10, he wasn't just competing, he was shattering records. While most kids his age were worried about school assignments, he was busy breaking national swimming records, making the world take notice. He didn't slow down. At 12, more records fell at his feet, or rather, in his wake. And by 15, he was the youngest American swimmer to qualify for the Olympics in nearly 70 years. But his success wasn't just talent. It was obsession. While others trained hard, he trained relentlessly. If you want to be the best, you have to do the things that others are not willing to do, he said. He lived by that mantra. And soon, the world would see just how far that mentality would take him. The deepest pain. On the outside, his life seemed like a dream. A young phenom rising in the ranks of the swimming world. But beneath the surface, he was drowning in pain. His parents' divorce shattered his world. He was just 9 when his father walked away. It wasn't just separation, it felt like abandonment. The man he once idolized became a distant shadow, showing up only occasionally, never truly present. The pain could have broken him. It could have made him bitter, resentful. Instead, he took every ounce of hurt and poured it into his training. Swimming wasn't just a sport anymore. It was his escape, his revenge, his redemption. There are always going to be obstacles in your way. Stay positive, he said. The record that was impossible to break. In 1972, swimmer Mark Spitz made history, winning 7 gold medals in a single Olympic Games. It was considered an unbreakable record, a feat so monumental that no one dared to challenge it. No one, except him. He announced to the world that he would not only match the record, he would surpass it. The world scoffed. Critics dismissed him. It was impossible. But he had already learned one undeniable truth. There will be obstacles, there will be doubts. But with hard work, there are no limits. So he trained, harder than ever before. Mark Spitz had trained 8 hours a day for 4 years. He would train 12, every single day. No breaks, no excuses, no mercy for himself. And just when it seemed like nothing could stop him, disaster struck. The breaking point. While training for the 2008 Beijing Olympics, an accident left his right arm fractured. Doctors told him he might never swim at the same level again. His dream of conquering the unbreakable record was slipping away. But he wasn't done. Instead of giving up, he adapted. If he couldn't train with his arms, he would train with his legs. For months, he swam only using his feet, building an unprecedented strength in his lower body. You can't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the farther you get, he said. With a year to go until the Olympics, he wasn't just back, he was stronger than ever. The greatest Olympic performance in history. Then came the moment the world had been waiting for. The 2008 Beijing Olympics. One race after another, he destroyed the competition. Gold after gold. The world watched in awe as he inched closer to history. And then, it was time for the eighth and final race, the 200-meter butterfly. Halfway through, disaster struck again. His goggles filled with water, blinding him completely. He couldn't see. He had no idea where the other swimmers were. He had no way to gauge his pace. But he didn't panic. He had memorized the number of strokes it would take to reach the finish. Stroke after stroke, he pushed forward in complete darkness, relying on nothing but instinct and muscle memory. And then, he touched the wall. Silence. He turned to the scoreboard. The numbers flashed. WR. World record. 8 gold medals. He had done it. The world erupted. The stadium roared. His mother was in tears. The critics were silenced. And history was rewritten. The final count. His Olympic journey spanned 5 games: Sydney 2000, Athens 2004, Beijing 2008, London 2012, and Rio 2016. When he finally retired, he had accumulated a staggering 28 Olympic medals, 23 of them gold. That's more than most countries have won in their entire history. But his story isn't just about medals or records. It's about resilience, about fighting against the odds, about proving that no matter how deep you sink, you can always rise again. He wasn't just a swimmer. He was a force of nature, a living legend, the greatest Olympian of all time. His name? Michael Phelps. Thank you for watching. What do you think of the inspiring story of one of the greatest Olympians of all time? Let us know in the comments below. Our video today takes us to the beautiful and scenic Ocean and Sea or Ocean and Lake in the Swiss Alps. If this video inspired you, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Turn on notifications for more story travels. Until next time, keep striving, keep believing, and remember, every journey tells a story.